Hey, what's up, everyone? It's the Crypto Coach Blockchain Wayne. Wanted to do a video just to show you a cool feature. I was just reading up on it, and many times we use different websites to look at crypto prices, exchange pairs, and things like that. One of the most common ones is CoinMarketCap, and I use CoinMarketCap. I use Coingecko.com sometimes, and Coingecko has been one that's right there. But I found a new feature within Coingecko that was recently mentioned in Cointelegraph. I decided to dig in, and so I wanted to share a quick video just to show a cool feature on Coingecko to allow you to look into different cryptocurrency pairs and also exchanges. Picking an exchange can be one of the hardest things to do because there's some shady exchanges out there, and many of them, in their quest to be listed in the top ranked of exchanges, have faked their volume. So what they do is they fake their trading volume to make it look like they have all this volume going through, when a lot of times it's just wash trading they're doing to fake their numbers, and it puts them up on the list. So what CoinGecko has done is they've created a trust score for different individual pairs and also for the exchanges. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about just to dig in, but that allows you to not just look at, okay, this exchange has a lot of high volume, that means it's good. It's not always the case. And if you've been around like I have, and I know Bilal has, I learned a valuable lesson. One, I only keep on exchanges what I'm actively trading, but there was some crypto I was actively trading on an exchange called Cryptopia a couple years ago, and that website got hacked, lost all their funds, and guess what? I lost everything. So their security was not that great. So it's really important to pick the right exchange. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about here. So when I come over to here, let's see. So I've got trust. Give me 1 second. Let's see. So you can see here we've got, this is CoinGecko. You can see the different pairs. It looks very similar to CoinMarketCap. So you can come in and pick pairs. So let's just say Chainlink has been on a tear today. So let's look at Chainlink, right? So when you look at Chainlink, you're going to see here it is, Chainlink, current price. You see all that. Now you may want to see, okay, where can I buy or trade a particular cryptocurrency? And a lot of times you would go to markets, and this looks very similar to CoinMarketCap and a few others. So I hit markets, and it shows me the different markets, but instead of being linked or sorted just by exchange volume, 24-hour volume, this category here used to be the top one that was picked. Now they also look to see if the trust score is in the green. The green ones are ranked higher than the yellow ones, and I'll show you why. You can scroll down and see these are some of the ones you're familiar with, right? Binance, Coinbase Pro, OK Exchange, Kraken, different ones that you've seen already. And it also gives you true liquidity as far as can you sell it. Now you look at these here, and some of these 24-hour trading volumes are higher than Binance, and we know they're not bigger than Binance. So what does that tell you? They're faking their volume. So if I was thinking about using this one right here, this OMGFIN exchange, I would avoid it completely because that alone looks shady. The trust score here is in the yellow, so it's not very good. And you can kind of see what I'm talking about there. So it's very important that you look at that, because if not, you'll end up utilizing exchanges that are just shady. Now, another thing you can do, we're going to go back to the home page here. And you can click on exchanges. Maybe I want to look at exchanges. I do want to look at spot exchanges, decentralized exchanges, or derivatives. And that's all it is. Most of the exchanges you're used to using, unless you're using leverage or trading futures, you're going to look at spot. So I click on spot. And then from there, I go in the spot, and you can see each exchange is given a trust score. You can see this one's a 10. Some of the top ones you're familiar with are a 10, 9, and a lot of things go in the trust score. It's not just volume. It's liquidity. It's the actual web traffic to that exchange. If an exchange is saying its volume is higher than Binance, but their web traffic doesn't support it, that's going to give them a lower score. It also looks at the order book and the order book depth. What are the pros and cons of that order book? And that's going to give you some ideas as far as whether or not you can trust an exchange. So you can scroll down here and get that. Now, sometimes, don't get me wrong, I've had to get on some questionable exchanges sometimes to buy or get a crypto that I heard, early on, it may not be on Binance. It may not be on some of the bigger ones, but maybe you got some belief in it, or someone in the project, or you've researched it. So my suggestion would be, if you do that, get it off the exchange as soon as possible. What happens, some exchanges may not have the liquidity they say they have. So maybe you're able to buy something on an exchange, but when it goes up, you try to sell it and there's no buy orders to cover it. And that could be a problem. So that's something that you would definitely want to make sure you avoid. So this is the trust score. You can look at, they've added cybersecurity rankings for the exchanges. This is important. You're trusting a centralized exchange with your crypto while you're trading it. You're taking a decentralized asset, but you don't have total control over it. So it's very important to look at the cybersecurity. And again, we'll put out the disclaimer, make sure if you're not actively trading, buying or selling a crypto, you remove it from the exchange and put it in a wallet where you control the private keys. But each exchange was given a cybersecurity score. And you can click on methodology to read about it. There's a lot of different things that go into that score. There's a penetration test, proof of funds, bug bounty, all of those things. You see Binance and Coinbase are two of the highest ranking ones. BitThumb doesn't really have that. Kraken has some of it. So you see the different variations of their cybersecurity score. And look, if the score is low, you get down to some of these exchanges down here, I would avoid that exchange altogether. BitMax, ProBit, Bilixi. I mean, there's so many different exchanges popping up now. Make sure you do some diligence into the exchanges you're using, especially if you're going to use a new one. And if you have any questions or comments, reach out on the community hub. See if anybody's had any questions. See if anybody has used it before, has any experience, or knows about it. A lot of times you can learn from other people's mistakes, other people's getting stuck into some different scenarios where it's not too favorable. Some of the biggest problems with shady exchanges has been liquidity to be able to buy or sell an asset that you have on there. And the other thing is being able to withdraw. If you can't withdraw, that's a problem, right? So you want to make sure you're looking at all that. So that's it. Just wanted to do a quick video just to talk about that. As I was digging in to research this new feature, I want to show people how that worked. So when you're thinking about getting on an exchange you haven't used before, check the trading pairs of some of the cryptos you're looking at getting into and see what kind of liquidity they have for that particular pair. And then come over to the exchange tab and see what their cybersecurity score is. You can see the overview. You can see cybersecurity score. You can see their social score. Social score is just how active people are when they're talking about it. It gives it an Alexa rank, Twitter followers, the country. So just because an exchange doesn't necessarily have a lot of Twitter followers isn't a big deal, but you expect them to have some kind of a presence. So when I come down here, Binance US has 42 Twitter followers. So it's not necessarily showing you everything that is the case, but it's just some information to help you make a better decision when you're trying to pick an exchange that you want to trade on, especially if you haven't used it before. So that's it. Hope everyone has a great day, and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.